Yes, the overall crypto market dumped, but are we going to see a continuation, or is this the opportunity to buy the dip? We're going to look at the charts, but guys, we're also going to look at the news, because yes, we can see even more FUD in the markets, including Binance. But first of all, we're going to go over to the dollar currency index, because yes, like I told you, we saw this dump all the way back down, we formed a lower high, and then we saw this dump all the way back down, and like I told you in the previous video, that my price target is exactly the $103 level. We perfectly came down and retested this major support zone. But does this mean that we're going to see a bounce and that the crypto market is going to dump even lower, or are we going to see that the dollar currency index is going to break this major support and come all the way back down to the $100 level? Guys, we're going to find out all of that in today's video, but let's go over to the news. Because yes, once again we can see the US Department of Justice seeks $4 billion in settlements from Binance. So actually this is like blackmail. They want to get $5 billion from Binance to drop all the cases. But did CZ know about all of this? Because we can remember that CZ posted this picture in the beginning of the year saying 4, and the meaning of that was ignore FUD, fake news and attacks. So was this maybe a hint from CZ that he knew about this 4 billion? But talking about corrupt governments, let's go over to the next news. Bitcoin advocate Javier Milei wins Argentinian president race. And yes, this makes Argentinian president the second president that is pro-Bitcoin alongside El Salvador with Nayib Bukele, and this is extremely bullish for the overall crypto market, but not only for Bitcoin, but most importantly for Argentina. Because yes, they had so high inflation that Bitcoin already broke the previous all-time high in Argentinian pesos. But guys, let's go over to the charts to find out if we can expect an even further dump, or are we going to get a major bounce from here? So let's go over to the charts. And yes, first of all, we're going to look at the dollar currency index, because yes, exactly as I predicted, we saw this dump to the $103 level. But does this mean that we're going to dump even lower? Guys, first of all, we came to a major support zone, so we could expect a bounce that we saw exactly in these levels at the moment, and maybe even form a lower high, and that we could expect that yes, the overall trend, this bearish trend, is going to continue, and we are going to see that the dollar currency index is going to break this major support at $103 and come all the way back to the next support at $100. So let's zoom out on the daily chart, because yes, we can see that this was major support. It was previous resistance exactly here, and now we saw this major retracement all the way back to the $100 level, and then we saw this strong move towards the upside, forming this high at exactly $107, and then we saw this downwards move and this bearish trend that we are in at the moment. So first of all, yes, this was our first price target, and the second price target is going to be the next major support round about the $101 level. But first of all, I expected we're going to get a small bounce, form this lower high, and then we could expect this dump even lower for the dollar currency index. Because yes, you don't want to be holding these, you want to hold Bitcoin, and that's why dollar cost average into Bitcoin and dump your fiat money. But let's go over to Bitcoin. Talking about Bitcoin, Bitcoin is still in this bullish trend, because yes, we can see that Bitcoin is forming higher lows, and we can also see, guys, we are forming some kind of a ascending triangle. And this could mean that we're going to see a bullish continuation, and this could mean yes, we're going to break the 40,000 US dollar level, because if we're going to look at the approximate price target from this ascending triangle from the top all the way to the bottom, then we could expect, if we're going to see this breakout from this horizontal neckline all the way to the levels of 41,000 US dollars. But guys, yes, first of all, I expected we're going to see this bounce from the dollar currency index forming this lower high, and then we could expect that yes, Bitcoin is going to consolidate within this range, and that this support box is going to act as our support round about the 36,000 US dollar level. And yes, maybe even we're going to retest this trend line before we're going to see this breakout from this ascending triangle. And yes, this looks extremely bullish for Bitcoin, that we're going to get this continuation even higher. And yes, we saw that the altcoins dumped quite heavily. A lot of altcoins dumped around about 12%. But guys, we can see that at the moment we are finding a bottom. So does this mean, guys, we could expect that the altcoins are going to go only up from here? And that is what I told you in the previous video. Don't wait for any major pullbacks. If we're having any major dips, or even consolidation, this is just the time to load up on altcoins. Because yes, we're only at the beginning of a major run and a major bullish run for Bitcoin and all of the altcoins. So let's go on the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, because yes, here we can see it clearly that Bitcoin is still forming higher lows. And this is first of all extremely bullish, and we could expect this breakout even higher after this consolidation. But let's go over to Ethereum, because yes, Ethereum is still holding this major upwards trend. And we didn't see a major dump for Ethereum. We can see that we're consolidating within this major resistance box, which acts as support. Because yes, we had major resistance and we broke this resistance towards the upside, and then we came all the way back down, and this will act as support. As long as we don't break this trend line, I could expect, yes, we are also going to form this ascending triangle exactly here with a breakout exactly the $2,100 level, and that we could expect a major move towards the upside. And yes, you can see that this is exactly our next price target on the daily chart for Ethereum. This would come all the way up to the levels of $2,300, and yes, my ultimate price target is going to be the $2,500 in the medium short term. Because guys, if we're going to zoom out, then we didn't have this major push towards the upside. Ethereum is still exactly at this major resistance and the previous highs. So if we're going to see this push all the way up, we could expect that the next major resistance zone for Ethereum is going to be in between the $2,500 and all the way down here, the $2,300. So this is going to be my price target before we're going to see any major consolidation, before we're going to start with this major bull run. So yes, ultimately, this is going to be my price target for the end of the year for Ethereum. And this means if we're going to get this bullish move from the price movement at the moment all the way to my high, this would be another 28%. So yes guys, load up on all these altcoins. So let's go over to Solana, because yes, we saw that Solana formed the high of $68, and at the moment we saw this retracement, and Solana first of all came nearly to the 23.6 exactly from this major breakout point, from this cup and handle that we have been forming, and where I told you to get in exactly here, we saw this massive pump towards the upside. And guys, yes, we saw a pump from these levels all the way to the upside of 179%. So yes, 180% towards the upside, and at the moment we are seeing a consolidation or pullback of yes, 20%, round about 20%. But guys, this is normal in a bull market. We are getting this push towards the upside, and then always these consolidations. And this is exactly the time to buy the dip. And if you want to buy the dip, guys, go down in the video description below and sign up to BITFLEX, Bybit, OKX, FAirDesk, or even MEXC. And yes guys, I'm using all of these exchanges because new coins sometimes get listed only on MEXC, or sometimes we can see that Bybit is faster than OKX. And guys, yes, that's the reason why I use all these exchanges, and it's also safer to diversify your crypto assets on several platforms. So make use of this free money and these major deposit bonuses. And if you want to experience unbeatable crypto casinos and sport betting, guys, make sure to use my stake link, where you can bet on several sporting events using crypto or USDT tether. So if you want to earn passive income with sports bet, make use of stake. So let's go back over to the charts, and yes, we're going to look at Casper, because we had this major push towards the upside. And guys, yes, I entered the market exactly here, round about the 60-cent level, and I made this major push towards the upside and also this major trade of 1000%. But guys, at the moment we're seeing this consolidation for the overall crypto market, and this is just a major opportunity to buy the dip, because yes, we saw a pump of 200% for Casper since my entry. And at the moment we're seeing a small correction from the high all the way to the price movement at the moment of 16%. And this is just a small correction, but overall we can always see these 20% corrections like we saw here. We reached the all-time high, and then we saw this correction of roundabout once again 21%. So this is just normal in a bull run. So make use of these dips and dollar cost average into your favorite altcoins. And guys, yes, I'm going to upload a video which altcoin you should hold in your portfolio. So make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe and activate the bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video. And guys, yes, let's go over to the Bitcoin dominance, because yes, we just talked about the altcoins, and at the moment we can see that the dominance is exactly at this major trend line. But if we're going to break this trend line towards the downside, we could expect that we're going to see a major altcoin season. Yes, even more than before, we could expect some major gains within the altcoin sector because yes, the Bitcoin dominance is telling us that at the moment 52% of all the crypto assets being held in the crypto market are in Bitcoin, and if we're going to see this diversification from Bitcoin into altcoins, we could expect a major pump towards the upside because yes, we are only at the beginning of a major altcoin season and a major crypto run, so dollar cost average into altcoins and especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, because we could expect a major run towards the upside. And guys, if you like this quick update, smash up the like button and subscribe, and make sure to use my partner links where you receive a major deposit bonus. And if you want to bet on sporting events, stake is the place to go, so make sure to be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.